Pet peeves, those little things that just get under our skin, whether it be mannerisms, you know, the way things are done, the way people are. We all have them. Most of them hold them very tightly. That's why they're called pet. But we all share them. And I want you to share them with me. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Video Call-In Show, that show that invites you to be a live video guest on this program to talk about whatever you'd like to. I'm going to hit the topic of the day, but you can come on and you can talk about personal projects. You can talk about, oh, good Lord, anything you'd like, really. I had a whole list of them and I forgot them all. So, hey, that's how scripted this show is. Joining's real easy. All you've got to do is point your browser to zoom.us, click on join a meeting, and enter in that meeting number. You will come up in my green room and I will bring you up. First come, first serve. And of course, as time allows, I am your host, Jim. I will be here for about the next hour. I'm the host of the video call-in show. My job, to listen and learn to and about you. If that sounds like content that you're interested in or you'd like to be on the show, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and the notification bell so you don't miss another show. So tonight's subject is part 2 of what was a very popular one, and that is pet peeves. You know, those things that bother us. It could be, I don't know, chewing with your mouth. Seeing somebody that's chewing with their mouth open. Somebody who won't control their kids. Um, Sitting too close to someone on the bus. It could be choosing that urinal right next to you when there are several others available. That's part of the guy code, by the way. And dudes, don't do that. But tonight is not about my pet peeves. Tonight is about your pet peeves. I had a whole bunch of people waiting to come on the show, and we didn't have enough time to get to everyone. So I thought it a good idea to bring this back into the limelight and give you guys another opportunity to tell us exactly what your pet peeves are. So far, we've got 2 lined up. Now, you can line up as deep as you want to. Like I said, I'll take as many as I can within the hour, and that's how it be. So anyway, let's say hello to our guests in the chat thus far. We've got Shauna Marie Penny. How you doing? Did not know what a pet peeve was. That's kind of why I said in the description box, it's those things that annoy you. And I've got a good one that I didn't get off my chest last time, but I will before the end of the show. I promise you that. Jaron Wheeler, how you doing? Good to see you. My in Thailand, always a pleasure to have you. Hello, Mike from the Creator Spotlight Show. Welcome to the show, my friend. Susan Hamilton, always a pleasure to have you here, hon. Always a pleasure. We've got Premier Hell, who is so mad for some reason. That's okay, Premier Hell. A lot of us are angry most of the time. The difference between, it's just not acting on that anger. Just work through it. Find your happy place, that sort of thing. But welcome to the show, by the way. Flat Earth Forums, how you doing? Good to see you. Jesse Mendez, always a pleasure to have you here, my friend. My brother, actually. Ghana, how you doing? Awesome. Good to see you, Ghana. Always good to see you. Manuel Gaffi, how you doing? Viewed this. Good evening to you, my friend. Good evening to you. Well, I tell you what, let's do this. Since you guys hear me yammer enough, let's bring up our first guest. And as soon as I can get my copy to paste work, why? Oh, really? Come on. That's not going to help me. So it's typing. Typing is in my future. Hello, Shauna. How are you?
I'm good, but yeah, I didn't know what it was until I hit grade 12 because we had this sheet on our first love, a pet peeve, and what we want to do after we graduated from high school.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know what they were, so I had to literally go Google it.
Well, you're not alone. It is kind of an old moniker.
after I find out what it was, I'm like, well, that's easy. People that don't use proper English, that's something that really bugs me a lot.
Oh, yes. Yes. Me too. Me too. And we're not talking about language barriers. We're just talking about somebody who's been educated in the proper use of English and is
Yeah,
having trouble doing it. And is that what
yeah,
I'm hearing?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I knew there was, but then I was like, I only had a little line, but that long. I was like, there's more, but I guess I'm gonna have to pick the one that bugged me the most.
And that was
And
it.
that was it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But there was that one and eating when your mouth open, making like doing weird things when doing weird things like sometimes when you're watching a video game or something or
Oh, bothering you in the
yeah,
background. Yeah. Without thinking about it. So really what you're saying is not paying attention to your surroundings and seeing how you affect others. Right. So
and then some and like
not being
especially
courteous.
like when like a friend of mine when they're watching a hockey game and especially if this hockey game comes on like at midnight and people are trying to sleep and then when their favorite team scores, I'm like, really? I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, that is totally being inconsiderate, right?
Yeah,
Not thinking about who it is you're affecting with that. I totally
but,
get it. I totally get it.
but yeah, I find it so ironic, so ironic. I didn't know what it was, and I had so many of them. I'm like,
Well, what did you refer to them if you didn't know the term pet peeves? How did you refer to them, or did you? Those little
well, when
annoyances.
I done that paper when I was in school, like I said, I had to go. Like I even left it in the comments. I didn't know what they were until I literally googled it,
Uh huh.
and I realized, oh, this is what it is. And then I'm like, okay, which one am I gonna choose? Now that I know exactly what they are.
Well, and isn't it funny that when you start thinking about them, more and more and more come up?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep. It's human nature. I mean, we try to avoid those sort of situations. So when something
but
like that gets under our crawl, it's one of those things where we really want to avoid it.
but to me it just seemed like, okay. I didn't understand. And like another one of my friends, she had the same problem. She said I had to Google pet peeve to know what it was when I came to fill out that paper that we had to fill out for our yearbook.
Yep. Oh, so they were asking, yeah, 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 yeah. What did you end up putting down for that?
The one that I mentioned, like when people are not speaking in proper English,
Oh,
like it's, even though they may have went to school here, and then you know that that sentence was incorrect, and he
mm.
was like, "No, this is not how you say it. This is how you say it." That just drives me bonkers.
Well, now the big question, do you feel better now that you've got that off your chest again?
Yeah,
Awesome. See, we've actually accomplished something tonight. Quickly, before I bring up our next guest, how are the rest of things going in your life, hon?
good.
Yeah,
I'm back. Everything are going. It's going through. I'm completely better, as you can probably tell by just by looking at my face.
that's good.
You can probably tell I'm actually sounding better too. So.
Even though what?
You can probably tell by tone of my voice I'm actually sounding better.
Yeah, lingering effects. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Just downloading some music to my iTunes so I can transfer it over to my brother's phone for.
Ah, yes. One of my pet peeves.
I started that at 4 o'clock this afternoon. I'm still at
Well, there you go. You can add that to your list of pet peeves.
it.
It
Yeah.
takes too freaking long.
I've been at it now for 7.5 hours.
Oh man, that is far too long.
Yeah. There's one more left to go, thankfully.
Good, 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 good.
Uh,
All right. Well, is there anything else, hon?
no, that's about it.
That's fantastic. I'm glad you feel better about that and getting that off your chest. And best of luck on getting that done.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. You take care. All right.
Uh-huh.
All right. Thanks for coming on. Friend of the show, Shauna Penny. Shauna Marie Penny. I appreciate you coming on, hon. Like I said, I hope you feel better after airing those pet peeves. Let's say hello to a few more people here. We've got who did I see? We've got David the producer. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. And Outdoorsy Gal. Oh, always a pleasure to see Chrissy. Chrissy just sent me a ton of new show ideas. So don't be surprised if you don't see a whole bunch more of that. By the way, let me go back here while we're doing this. I'll do this as I say hello. Awesome Epic Adventures. How you doing? Good to see you. Let's see if I can do this without stepping all over the audio here. Pause. And who else did I see jump in here? McGee Homestead Adventures. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Stop right there. Okay. Yeah, this was originally submitted by Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch. I don't know how many of you are aware of Crap My. He's actually in the chat. I did see it. How you doing, Adam? But yeah, he originally suggested this particular subject, and his channel is his kids' reactions to trailers and movies and whatnot. Hence the name. Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch. Guys, go check that out if you'd like, and if it's your cup of tea, by all means, show the man some love. He is working hard, and it's fantastic stuff. Let's see, where were we here? Let's do this, shall we? Bring up our next guest. Now, for those of you who are new here, I am on every Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I invite anyone to come on and talk whatever it is they'd like to talk about. Usually, it's about the topic of discussion. I like to start out with a topic to give a kicker, something to at least move the conversation or get it going. But literally, you can talk about anything you'd like to, whether it's personal promotion, it could be current events, anything. So, and joining is real easy, by the way. All you got to do is point your browser to zoom.us, click on join a meeting, and then enter that meeting number. And I've got a green room that you'll be in. And I try to bring up as many as I can within the hour. I'm also on Friday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for those of you who are wondering. I just can't get over that icon. It always makes me think mustache. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I can't hear you. You have to make sure that you're
You can't hear me?
I can now.
Oh, okay. I wasn't talking.
Oh, well, when you said you can't hear me, I said, no, I could not hear you.
Oh, hello.
Hello, you're not listening to the YouTube video, are you, Gonna?
No.
Okay, good. I think we've got that.
Am I echoing?
No. I think we've got a little bit of that delay that we had last time.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You're in the middle of nowhere, right?
I am. I'm trying. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I took a really long nap. I was so tired yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
It was one of those days. I don't know.
Well, have you been keeping yourself busy? I would think you were.
I was playing the ukulele.
Oh, awesome. I didn't even know you could. I've seen a lot of your stuff, and I don't remember ever seeing a ukulele. Why is that? Gana? I haven't.
I don't know.
I haven't gone deep
Can
enough.
You still
Have
hear
I?
me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Nope. Okay. I cut out really bad over here.
Oh,
I just picked it up yesterday, actually. So I have a ukulele now.
that's awesome. That would explain why I've never seen you play it.
Yes, that explains it. I wanted to do In one of my next videos, I want to do some kind of guitar song or something, but I haven't decided yet. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah. But you do play?
I tried to.
That's unfair.
I
We
don't
all
really
try.
play.
I try to play the drums.
I try, yes.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Good. You should.
For those of you who don't know, Gianna is quite the artist. She was kind enough to create this illustration for me, and I'm just taken with it. It's such a good likeness. Although I don't wear glasses anymore. Well, now that's not true. I did on the show the other day, but I just love it. I wanted to thank you. Now I get to thank you in person. That's awesome.
You are very welcome. I'm happy you like it. That's what I do. I draw pictures. I don't know. I'm socially awkward, and then I draw pictures for people. So that's how I break the ice.
I'm socially awkward, and I do a show that talks to all kinds of different people.
This is true. Yes. You do a great job at it, though.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So what grinds your gears? What kind of pet peeves do you have, Gianna?
I guess the only one I have is I don't like when people are on their phones when they're with me and we're having a conversation, when they just, mid-conversation stare at their phone and I'm still talking and I'm like, what are you doing?
Isn't that something? That's a sign of the times.
It is.
Oh, and it's so
insane.
rude.
So rude. I'll go to dinner with like my girlfriends and 3 out of 4 are on their phone. And I'm like, you guys, I haven't seen you in months. Can you please get off your phone?
Hi, little one.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh,
Hello.
demonetization. Hey, good thing. I'm not gonna monetize.
Hey. Can you go out there and hang out with Uncle Richard, please? No? Okay.
Not a chance.
Okay.
I'm okay with
Hide
him
behind
hanging
me.
out here.
Okay. I try to hide him.
Strapping young man.
He is.
What's his name?
His name is Avery.
Avery. Avery, can you hear? Oh, you've got headphones in. He can't hear me.
I do.
Well, make sure that you tell him that Jim says hello.
Oh, I will. I will tell him. He's rolling around on the bed right now, being crazy. It's okay. But that's the only pet peeve that I have is people being on their phone all the time and not being present with the people around them. That's the main irritation that I have.
Yeah, and
people bite their nails. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Your phone. Oh.
It's funny. I didn't even think of that. And I have made mention of that a lot. Not necessarily on the show, but a lot.
Yeah.
So
I think I made a video about it a long time ago. I was like, if the one thing that you can do to make me angry is avoid me in conversation on your phone, like, I can't.
Sometimes
I'm getting mad thinking about it.
I know. Sometimes I wonder if it's a strategy. Oh, okay. You don't want you're not happy with my company,
Right?
so yeah. I'm getting a hint now. He's sneaking behind you.
I know. Not very sneaky, little boy.
He's thinking,
What?
who is that dude in all blue over there?
That's Jim. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, that didn't go over so well.
No.
Don't worry, bud. I have that effect on many people.
Oh, bye.
See ya.
Okay. Jeez.
Oh man, to be a kid again, and you can just do that. It's awesome.
Yeah. Just I tell him stay out for a little bit, and he's like, oh, okay, I'll come in a minute.
I almost feel like I have to get a consensus on the chewing with your mouth open pet peeve, because that's certainly one of mine. It came up on the last show. Shauna Marie just talked about it Where do you stand on open mouth chewing, Gunna?
I don't like it.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
But I
Great.
know a lot of people that do it. They're just like, no.
I always wonder, how they missed that in their upbringing. Even if their parents didn't teach them, how did you miss that?
Right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like in your driver education. How did they not tell you to stay out of the fast lane if you're not passing people?
Oh no, don't get me started on that. I drive around for work
So you
in
got
a big van and I'm always in the hammer lane and somebody's in front of me and I'm like, you need to move. I have places to be.
exactly.
Get over there.
I love that you call it the hammer lane. That's something not a lot of people refer to it as.
Yeah, that's what I call it. We call it the hammer lane. I work with a lot of ladies that were former truck drivers.
Hmm.
So I know some of their lingo.
Sure, sure.
Hammer lane.
Do you still talk on the CB?
No, no. But I drive around in a big Sprinter conversion van
Sure.
for work.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's fun.
Awesome. I'll admit it. I've had a CB in the last probably the last three of the last four vehicles I've had.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. The thing about that is, and it's not like I'm a wannabe trucker or anything, but what it does is
Hmm.
you learn so much about traffic patterns, right? Because they'll tell you. They'll tell you what's happening
Yeah.
up ahead, and that's what I use it for. Oh, and where the cops are too. Always nice to have a
My
heads up.
Google Maps has that now. Google Maps will say like, "Oh, there's a speed trap up ahead." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know this."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It tripped me out when I seen that the other day. I was like, "Oh, what? Cool. I'll slow down now."
That is awesome. What was that
The speed
program?
limit by my house is like 75 miles per hour out here. So, I mean, everybody's hauling.
Yeah. Yeah. What state are
That's
you in?
I'm in Arizona,
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Hmm.
way, way out in the desert.
Do you have gravel for a lawn?
Yeah, I have a dirt road. I have to
Mm.
drive down the dirt road, across the train tracks, over the canal,
Oh, wow.
into the field.
Well,
It's good times.
the one thing that strikes me about Arizona, I've been down there a few times, is that you go into a neighborhood and a lot of people have
Hmm.
rocks for their front yard,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how friggin' awesome! No grass cutting.
You still have to pull weeds though. The weeds grow everywhere in the gravel,
Oh, that's
and
true.
it's such an eyesore.
Yeah, yeah. I bet Roundup sells like gangbusters over there.
Yeah, it works well.
Sure
I don't need
does.
grass there. Just kill it.
Exactly. Hey, if I could get by with rocks in my yard here in the Midwest, I would. In fact, all my landscaping is rocks. I've got no like
You
bark or
should
anything like
try
that.
that.
I know.
Yeah, just all rocks.
I'd be a trendsetter over here.
Everything else. Yeah, you could be the only house with just gravel. Maybe one palm tree, just gravel. That's everybody out here.
Oh, then we're getting into one of my other pet peeves, and that is homeowners associations. They'd be all over me like white on rice for that.
Yeah, I won't live in an HOA. I'll
Yeah.
probably be stuck out here in the desert forever.
Well, we're looking to break free. We actually want to downsize a house now that we're empty nesters. We want to downsize the
Mm,
house, upsize the land, and of course, I've got to have some outbuildings. I am just I'm choked in here.
yeah.
Yep.
My mom used to live in an HOA community, and I would get a parking ticket every time I went over there because I have to park in front of her house on the street. But there was no room in her garage or driveway, so I had to park there.
Oh,
And I would
geez.
get a $50 ticket every time I seen her.
Oh
Like,
man.
where am I supposed to park?
Right.
Oh, that
Right.
drove me crazy.
Another pet peeve. We are
Oh,
uncovering all these pet peeves.
we are. HOAs can, yeah. I'm going to say some things. I'm not going to say them.
Oh, come on, Gunny. You can say them.
No, no, no. I have nothing nice to say.
The child's out of the room.
He is out of the room. Jeez,
No, I wouldn't make you
I'm
say
a nice
anything.
person.
I know you are. I know you are. You
I
you are
try to
one of the
watch
good
my
ones.
mouth online.
I try to too. I try to use that filter, and then I get pissed off about something, and it all goes out the window.
Yeah, that's why I stay off of live streams when I'm angry because I just ah,
Yeah, yeah. Same here. Same here.
I'll vent about it somewhere else.
Hey,
But
you
yeah,
you know what we ought to do? I haven't done one of
uh-oh.
these in like forever, and this is
Okay,
actually the second time you've been on. Let me
yes,
let me open up something here real fast, Ghana.
I'm scared, but okay.
Oh no, don't be frightened. Don't be frightened.
No, it's okay. Don't be scared. Shh.
It's okay. It's it'll only hurt for a moment.
No,
Oh, we don't want to go down that road. Okay. Uh,
I'm ready. Okay.
well, you and I, like I said, this is your second time on, and we've never done the deep dive.
Oh yeah. It's true.
Yeah,
It's been a while since you've done a deep dive.
I know it's been a long time, and I get requests for it all the time, and it's I stopped feeding the monkeys, and then once I shoveled their carcasses out of the room, well, that just got dark.
Those poor monkeys.
Those poor bastards. Um, I haven't had anyone to write questions, but Chrissy from Outdoors Gal O has supplied me with several questions, and I want to try them out on you. Are
Okay.
you uh, are you wanting to go down that road?
I am a willing participant of this activity.
Sweet, let's do this.
Deep dive.
Oh, this wasn't going to be pretty, and it's been so long. So, Ghana, in my hand, I have 5 questions that Chrissy wrote, chosen just for you. Now, there are no wrong answers.
Okay.
I can't even say they're wrong. Well, okay, the judges suck because that happens to be, the people over my shoulder. And
The judges are biased. I get
yeah,
it.
you'll just have to imagine there are people behind me. But the object is to get to know you, perhaps better than your neighbors, cousins, dogs, water bowl.
Nice.
Are you ready?
I am ready. I'm ready for this. Thank
Sweet.
you.
Let's roll it.
Question 1.
Okay. Looking at this custom list just for Ghana, we're gonna go with barbecue sauce barbecue or smoked meats.
Ooh. I like sushi.
I love sushi. Where would that fall into? I'm gonna give it to you. Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
Sushi. Oh man.
I like sushi.
What's your favorite? Oh, no, I'm not gonna ask that as part of the
Oh,
questions. I just gotta ask, what's your favorite sushi? Do you know?
salmon sashimi.
Oh, nice. Do you guys have
That's my favorite.
I'm gonna ask all these questions because I got a bunch of questions to ask you after the deep dive. So let's move on to question 2, shall we?
Okay.
This is
I
going
can
well.
always come back.
2.
Yeah, this is going well. Uh, when you dance, do you choose the twist or the Macarena?
Oh no. I
Or-
guess probably the twist, but I mean, it's a painful twist. I don't. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give that to you too because that was a mix between the twist and the Macarena. What you just did with your shoulders.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a painful on the inside.
Well done. Well done. All right,
2 out of 5. All right.
Yep, you're rolling strong. We're hitting question 3 now.
Question 3.
You're really good at this.
Thank you.
Well, staying with the food theme. What do you prefer, fork or chopsticks?
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh man. I do like chopsticks. Actually, I only own 2 forks, and the rest are all chopsticks.
Well, I'm
This
giving
is
you
a
that one.
true fact.
I'm giving you that one because you can even use chopsticks. I love using chopsticks. I don't know why that
I
is.
use it for everything. I
I
use it to
know.
mix eggs. I use it to cook food. I'm weird.
No, you're not
I'm the
weird.
whitest person I know with chopsticks.
We're, well, yeah, we're both chopsticks nerds. Is that even a
Yes,
thing?
it is now. You
It
just
is
made
now.
it a thing.
Yep.
Hashtag
Hashtag
chopstick nerds.
chopstick nerds. Give it to us in the chat there. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Question 4.
I didn't want to lose any momentum we had after that nerdgasm. Let's move a little bit sideways on this one.
Okay.
You're a musician, so you enjoy music. What do you prefer,
Yes.
CDs or vinyl?
Oh, CDs or vinyl? Well, I like my digital music because I'm really bad with owning physical objects.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were looking for 8 tracks.
Oh no, I would
And
not be responsible with that.
well, we would have also considered the round tube wax records. Yeah, but no,
Yes,
8 tracks. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you were so close though.
8 tracks. Dang, get that next time.
That's okay. No. See, you know you better than we know you. So if 8 tracks weren't
Oh,
your
that's
bag, then
scary.
we're okie dokie. All right, let's wrap this up before it becomes any more uncomfortable.
Yes, let's do
Final
that.
question.
Oh man. Let's see. Some of these I can't even ask you. Let's.
I'm scared.
Oh no! Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Oh, here you go. This is actually area specific. What do you prefer, rain or snow?
Oh, rain all day. Rain all day, forever and always. We haven't
Oh,
had crap for rain.
we were looking for sunny skies.
No,
Yes.
never, ever.
Aren't we
Oh
always
my
looking for
gosh,
sunny
no,
skies?
no,
Oh, who?
no. I've been taking pictures of all the one singular clouds in the sky because there's nothing here. It's so
Well,
hot.
yeah, you know the moment you have to get worried is when you start yelling at that single cloud.
Oh, I seen one cloud. It was probably about this big, and I'm like, monsoon season's here. It did not rain. Did not rain that day at all.
Well, you did
Very
quite well.
disappointed.
I mean, what is that? That was 3 out of 5. I think
Yeah,
that's a win. Well done.
thank you.
Oh man, and I kicked the dust off of the deep dive after so long. It seems like, Yana, you
Very
killed it.
nice.
You killed it.
Well, thanks for bringing it back for me. This was fun.
Oh, no problem. I enjoy doing it, but people have to understand it's it's tough. If you don't have a group of monkeys behind you, it's tough coming up with those questions.
Oh,
It
I'm
really
sure.
is.
My monkey just ran out the door a couple minutes ago, so I understand completely.
That sounded so dirty. Uh,
Yes,
oh,
how
but
we
that was
roll.
fun. And I think I told you last time that when you came back on that that I was going to do a deep dive and we
I
killed it.
remember that. Yes.
Yep. And I wish I could remember the questions that I had for you earlier. What oh shoot. Oh well, next time you're on, I will definitely ask you. And I can't
I will
wait to
definitely come back on.
good. I can't wait to hear you play that thing. Could you do it
Oh
now?
boy.
Do you
Oh,
have
I
just
could do a
just
little
a
bit, but I'm
couple
not.
chords? That worked for
Like
me.
it.
No, that
It's only been
absolutely.
like 24 hours since I've had it, so I'm working on it.
Well, are you do you play another instrument on a regular basis that I'm not aware of?
Um, I picked up the guitar about 2 weeks ago, and I used to play the flute and the drums. I played the flute for about 9 years in high school
Mm-hmm.
and elementary school. So I've always played some kind of instrument. I can read music, but recently it's been the guitar. So
Oh, I'm so jelly.
that's
Yeah.
my focus.
No, that you can read music. I struggle with that big time, and I always say that if I had to do it all over again, I would have studied music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Music is very fun, and yeah, I'm happy that I actually got into it in school and I can read it now. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
something I'm grateful for.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Well, and it just comes in so handy, especially when, well, it sounds like you can just pick up an instrument, and because of that, it gets you a giant head start, which is awesome.
It makes it a lot easier, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
As long as I know where the notes are on the instrument, reading the music is not a problem.
yeah. I'm so envious, so envious.
Start practicing. It's not too late.
Ah, well, yeah, I know. Well, see now that you can say that, but I actually have a guitar. I've got a very expensive acoustic electric sitting right on the other side of this light that I purchased with the idea that I was actually going to learn to play. That's when I found out
Mm.
I had arthritis. So
Ooh.
so when I'm stretched, it takes about 5 minutes before I'm just burning, and it's not just a muscle cramp or anything. It's literally
Yeah.
burning in the joints, and
Oof.
I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. So I've relegated myself to drums, and I'm happy with that because I love to play the drums. Absolutely love it.
Pick up a smaller guitar, less finger stretchies.
That's a good idea. That's a
My
really,
hand, my
really good
hand
idea.
hurts too. But
Uh-huh.
the ukulele, everything's like you just kind of gently move your fingers around. It's not like, ugh.
Right. Right.
Why not?
Ooh.
Might have to try it
Oh, you
out.
might have started something,
They're not
Anna.
too expensive.
I know. You might have just started something. Hell, I could probably trade this one for a really nice one.
Oh
It,
yeah,
it's
definitely.
been collecting
A
dust for
couple of
like,
them.
yeah, for like the last oh shoot, I don't know, 5 years. Oh,
Do
FM.
it. Be adventurous. Go out there. Make mistakes.
I know. No, I'm digging what you said though. I never even thought about that. I never even thought about the
Yeah, it's a lot
mandolin or a
smaller. It's
ukulele
more
or something.
compact.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any of those.
exactly. Oh man, that's all he needs, another hobby.
I do it in between my video renderings. I play guitar. That's
Do you?
yeah,
Just while
like
you're burning
10,
time?
15 minutes.
Hmm.
Yeah. Just pick it up, play, and then set it down and go back to work.
Very cool. Very cool. Before you go, let me see if anybody had any questions for us because I had that sheet up in front of the chat, so I didn't get to see anything. But I don't
I can't
see.
see the chat at all.
That's okay. I got you covered.
Yes. Thank you, Jim. You're
Oh,
amazing.
Ed says that you don't like the sun.
No,
That's not true, is it?
no sun.
No sun?
I don't like the sun. I don't like the sun.
Really? You need to move further north.
I do. I'm in the worst place for not liking the sun.
No kidding. No kidding. And I don't like the cold. We're both going to have to move to like, I don't know, Tennessee or something.
Yeah, middle grounds.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Well, Ghana, thanks so much for coming on again, hon. I always appreciate these little chats we have,
Yes.
even
Thanks
though
for
it's just
having
been
me on.
two.
I'll try to come on again soon.
Anytime. You know that. Anytime you are welcome.
Thank
I don't
you.
have anybody else in the wings. If you want to sit and chat for a bit longer, we could. Is it's only 10:40.
I'm down.
Oh, sweet. Sweet. So, how are the kids? Small talk.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
A pain in the butt. I just have one though.
Well,
Just one.
yep.
He's
And
adorable.
yes. Oh, we could tell. We could tell. And of course, it's always tough sometimes, but man, you gotta enjoy it while you can because it goes so quickly.
Yes, it does. It's been crazy. I never thought I would be a mom, and now that I'm a mom, I'm like, I understand everything.
I understand my parents so much more now.
I do. Every day I'm a little angrier inside.
But wiser.
He's just like me. Yes, wiser. He is just like me. He is a
Yeah.
little a-hole, but he's not he's not scared to do anything about it. He's just like, oh, he is
Oh,
just like me.
yeah, but at that age, there is zero fear, right?
Zero fear. And he's so
Yeah.
sassy. He's just like, I'm going to do whatever I want, Mom. Really?
It says one adorable pain in the butt, and they are
Very
too.
adorable.
Yes.
Very painful.
Yep. Yep. I was amazed at how fast it went. My son just had his 30th birthday yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Talk about
Oh, crap.
yeah. I
My
mean, it's
birthday's
just
coming up.
yeah, it's
Oh,
just like
gross.
pow. It just went so fast. And although I like being an empty nester, the wife and I miss having him around, you know?
Yeah.
And
That's kind of how my dad is. My dad wants us to all move back home and
mhm.
be with him. And I'm like, man, it's going to suck being that age by yourself.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting stuff.
It is. It is.
But yeah, my son just turned, he's going to turn 7 at the end of the year. And I'm like, wow, you're going to be out of the house soon. Like, woof.
A couple years.
A couple of years.
Get a job, kid. You're 9 years old. Start pulling your weight.
I tell him that every day. Go get a job. Pay your way.
Exactly.
He's so funny.
Should you be slacking on the couch? Oh
Go get a
man.
job. Go pull weeds.
Yeah, but it's a good time right now. They can go get you beers. They're just about, well, not in your area, but they're just about ready to cut the grass.
Yes, just about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He
And
likes to wash the dishes, but man, he's really bad at it.
oh.
Oh.
Oh, but there's there's a lot to be said about effort, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anything that he does and he puts effort into mopping the floor, washing the dishes, I'm like, good job, buddy.
Exactly.
I'll
Exactly.
clean it up in a minute.
Yep. Yep. Here's your allowance because you've done such a great job. If that's a thing for you right now, I don't know.
Yeah, we do allowance. So he buys snacks at school from the little vending person that sells snacks there. I'm like, here's some quarters, good job.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's important. I've always said that,
It is.
yeah, to have chores and to be rewarded monetarily for those gives you a
Yeah.
greater appreciation for, a job well done.
I can't just give you what you want all the time. You have to do something and earn it. And you
Yes.
have to know how to save up and, oh, yeah.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
important life skills.
Yes. That are so missing in so many families nowadays.
They are.
Probably the same ones they've got their faces buried in their phone when they're out, supposed to be socializing with you.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
watching their children. People
Yeah.
watching their children on their phones at the parks. People are just on their phones and their kids are running around. I'm like, how could you
Unbelievable.
do this? Look
Yeah.
at your children.
You've got one job, and that phone is not it.
That's not it. That is the least important thing right now. Your kid is punching another kid in the face and you're on your phone. Maybe you're videotaping it. I don't know.
That would be worse.
What's your YouTube channel? I want to check this out later.
Yeah. Thumbs down.
That's bad. Thumbs up, subscribed, hit like. Yeah.
Yes. Did someone say that?
I tweeted this.
Not for those people who are videotaping their kids getting punched in the face. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but it was so cute. Oh. You should not be a parent. Oh, but now I'm going on a rant.
Take a test. You have to take a test before you become a parent, I think.
There are a lot of things people should be taking tests for.
Yes.
From
I
my
agree
perspective,
completely.
yeah. Oh boy. Oh, look who showed up. Not a great gamer.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Throw a banana at him.
Throw a banana at him.
Throw a banana at him.
Burn it with fire. And now he's gonna be pissed off because I ruined that accent.
He was so mad about that the other
I
day.
know.
It was hilarious. I was laughing so hard.
Hey, guys in the chat, throw some bananas, will you?
Throw some bananas at Gamer.
I need some cover fire. I better rate it.
Potassium attack.
I made it up for it. I rated him. So
Okay, good.
okay, got it. I figure he'll be really pissed off if I don't give him at least 10, 15 minutes. So I'm gonna bring him up.
Yes. Okay. Thanks for having me on, Jim. It was a lot of fun.
Anytime, hon. You know that. And again, thanks so much for that icon.
You're very welcome. I'm happy you're promoting it and using it.
Oh man, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's at the end of every guest cut now. I don't know if you noticed that. It's the end screen.
I know, I noticed that. Yeah. It's amazing.
Well, it works so well in the format. So thanks again, hon. I appreciate it.
You're most welcome. All right, I will let you go and have fun with
Gamer?
The sausage man.
With sausage.
The sausage.
The sausage meister. All right, hon.
The sausage king. All right, I will see you later. Thank you so much, Jim.
Oh, thank you, hon. We'll talk to you real soon then, okay?
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That is one of those things, when someone decides to create something like that, it just it warms the cockles of my heart, if I can say that. And it's so appreciated. So appreciated. I also want to make mention of my Subscribe Star members. I have a very small handful. You know who you are, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for becoming a Subscribe Star member. Supporter, that is. I really, really appreciate that. It means a lot. It really does. All right, let's bring up our old friend, Mr. Sausage. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, unfortunately. Fucking racist.
Racist.
The shit needs to stop.
Oh man, that word is thrown around so much it has lost all meaning.
Tell me more what annoys you. Fucking racism.
Racism does annoy me.
Racism. Thank you for having me up.
How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you again.
Yeah, well, I waited for like 6 hours the other day and you didn't let me up. And then the other time before that, I was waiting in queue for about 12 hours and you didn't let me up. And then the other day, you said, I ain't letting no one else up. And then you let some tip from the army up talking about the army for half hour. And I was sitting here again in the background. I was like, oh, Jim, howdy. My name's Jim and I'm an asshole. See, that's my American accent, you racist.
You are logging on far too early to this show if those are your wait times.
I have no friends. I have nothing.
That's not true, man. I was in your stream last night. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I had about 4 people in there highly enjoying themselves. Yes, thank you.
I actually was enjoying it. Normally I don't like to just watch somebody play a game, but to hear your commentary over it, I was enjoying it, dude.
I had to keep it quite silent as well. I'm usually a little more vocal, but my partner was in bed asleep, so I had to be quiet. But people were going to me yesterday after, Cole, you got shot a few times, and I'm saying to them, you try walking around a battlefield with a single shot blooming bolt action rifle and see how hard it is. Oh. But then again, it was fun. Another thing that annoys me, racists who accuse me of being crap at gaming.
Racists that accuse you of being crap at gaming. What about normal people, non-racists that accuse you of being bad at gaming?
I'll be honest with you, I'm just crap at gaming anyway, mate. I can't really admit I'm any good. I just do it for the fun,
Sure.
It's like, I came up here today solely because I know that Ganna talks so much shit. I wanted to save your ass from eternal boredom.
Oh, please.
She's nearly as surreal as that woman, isn't she? She's freaking weird.
Ganna's great.
Did you see she's copied me, though, on a few things with the micro instrument? I said to her the other day, do not get a small instrument. That is my thing. She went straight out. She went, Kenna, banana. Bought a flipping guitar, starts playing it. She sent me a video of herself yesterday strumming that ukulele to chickens that were
This
dancing. And I
this
was
this
exceptionally jealous.
this sounds like a personal grievance, not a pet peeve.
Oh, I will say publicly, it is a personal grievance. Pain in the backside, that woman. You've said things that annoy me. I'm going to tell you everything, Jim. Oh,
Oh, you don't hold
I'll tell
back.
you
I
what,
know that.
another one that annoys me, Jim, is cheddar with no tang. What's the point of having just a dead flat cheddar? You might as well have a fucking glass of milk. Mature cheddar, cave matured.
I would agree.
When
Well,
you
you.
go shopping and you've got your trolleys, don't just stop so people walk into the behind you. Keep
Oh
moving. Move to the
man.
side, you lazy, fat, ignorant.
Get it all out, man. Get it all out.
I'm gonna pop.
This is where the healing starts.
And it's not onions that make me cry. It's those people in the middle of aisles that just stop.
Oh
Oh,
man.
they actually annoy me, sir. I've actually, jokes aside, they make me wish to scream. And then you're standing there with your trolley behind you, and you're like, mate, what are you doing? Well, you don't say mate in America, do you?
No.
Howdy, partner.
We don't
What's
say
going
that
over
either.
yonder?
We don't say that either. Well, I imagine they do in some parts of the country, but not in my part of the country.
Excuse us, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh,
Excuse me. There are people trying to get by.
how would you? Is that what you'd say? There's
No,
people
normally
trying
I
to
say
follow-
you. No, normally I would say, "Excuse me, you're not the only one in the store."
Yes, and then add twat on the end of it
Yeah.
because it adds that extra. So you go, excuse me, you're not the only one in the store. Don't say anything, and as you just walk past them, don't even look at them and just go twat. And just be amazed at the reaction. It is yes.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what slang or what twat is here, right? You guys use it. You guys use it all the time,
Mhm.
and cunt the same way, right? But it's literally slang for
Did you
vagina.
just say the C word?
Sure, I did. My show.
One thing that annoys me: video calling show using such profanities before my ears.
Oh,
I never knew. I never thought I'd ever hear you say that word. It
really?
didn't sound right. It didn't sound right. You saying it?
Well, it was kind of odd, and it's the first time I've ever said it on the show. But it was for illustrative
Oh,
purposes, so it's
it's
okay. I
good.
wasn't calling anyone, so
If you
I'm
called
good.
me, it wouldn't bother me because that's another thing in England, as you said. We call everyone that.
You do,
So
yeah.
like it honestly would. In fact, I called a traffic warden it yesterday. Just walking past him, I just thought, I'm going to call you. So he got it.
Huh.
I don't know if you like it over there, but we don't like traffic wardens in the UK.
Oh, I hope Ghana's
Oh,
kid's not in the room for that one.
what? It doesn't matter. Should be watching the show. That's how you got to see it, Jim. Your show, you do what you want. Your
That's
rules,
right.
mate.
That's right.
America.
But let me ask you though. Go back to that question. Does
Indeed.
it mean the same thing in your country as it does over here? Twat, that is.
Twat?
I know, kind of does, but twat.
We don't say it again.
Twat.
What the hell's that?
It's what you were just talking about.
Twat.
Oh, twat. All right, spelled the
Twat.
same, pronounced differently. What does that refer to?
Well, a twat. Yeah, I suppose it is a much. What would you call it? Because I know that Americans don't like the word, so I do try to not say that one around you guys. It is essentially a woman's front bottom, but
A woman's front bottom? Is that what you said?
yeah. Well, I'm trying to word it that different, but yeah, it's not. It is, but it isn't. It's the area as well. So when you are calling someone a twat, you are calling them the woman's, but at the same time, it's kind of like bloody hell.
Okay.
We've had this discussion before. Bloody's like a lesser version of effing.
Yes.
Twat's kind of a lesser version of cunt, but a lot lesser. A lot lesser. Like you can call somebody that in a shop and not risk getting smacked, for example.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, do women take it differently than men?
I would never ever call a woman in front of her husband.
Okay. Okay. See, I'm just trying to learn.
However, when they're alone in the park and I can shout it from a distance and I'm safe, it's fair game. I'm like, "Twat!" And then I run off laughing. I'm safe. I'm safe.
That was a great visual. Thank you for that.
I do it from cars as I'm driving by. I'm like, they can't catch me, twats.
Oh,
Until you
drive
come
by
up to
twat.
traffic. Until you come up to traffic lights. That's an awkward one. You're just sitting there staring forward and they're walking past you, But yeah, because in Britain, firearms aren't allowed. So we can't do drive-by shootings. We have drive-by twattings. It's just we open the window. Oi, governor, you're a fucking twat, innit? Yet we still have window rollers over here, guys. Spend half an hour rolling out and then off you drive into the sunset. Well, off you drive into a 2-minute traffic jam in London smog until you die.
Nice. Man, are you painting a picture?
Thank you.
So roll up windows.
I can't paint for shit.
Roll up windows. Wow.
You
don't see those over here anymore.
I am on my 3rd car without roll up windows. I'm starting to feel posh. This one's got freaking aircon, mate. Aircon. Me. Aircon. I feel like Queen Elizabeth.
Electric windows and air conditioning.
It doesn't work properly, but it's still aircon. It's got freaking power steering. This thing has disc brakes, not drums all over. I'm like, holy shoes! This thing's got. There isn't even a hole in the exhaust on this one. And all the shocks, all 4 corner shocks work, not just 3 of them, like my last one where it just leaned when you went round a circle. I'm feeling like a king when I drive that.
People come up and ask you for money, don't they?
No, I wish they did. I have to ask people for money usually. That's the other way around. Please, sir, can I have some more?
Arms for the poor.
Don't you fucking start. We'll fall out.
Oh, not a great gamer because you need AC on those days when it gets to a top of 24.
Racist. I don't care. 24. Talking to a racist.
Jesse wants to know what year your car is.
What year is my car, Jesse?
What year was it manufactured?
Well, it was somewhere between 1990 and 2018.
Is it not on the title?
Awkward silence.
Yes, there was an awkward silence.
Keep it going as long as I can. This was the plan. I just thought I'm going to lean back and just say nothing and just let the wind blow.
Oh, well. Okay.
My car, by the way, I'm just going to say to Jesse, it was Jesse, wasn't it? Jesse Mendes. My vehicle is 2005. It's quite an old one. 2005, I think. It's quite an old one. I can't afford new stuff. You Americans have everything much cheaper. Everything. Petrol, cars, electronics, everything.
That is true. That is true.
So much cheaper.
Sorry about your luck, man. If I had it my way, it wouldn't be that way.
Oh, I think you guys should do a fundraiser for me to ship me out there in some box or something. FedEx. Yeah,
I'll start a Kickstarter when we get off here.
My dream is Route 66. To this day. But there better not be no fat obese shoppers on Route 66 stopping their trolleys in the middle because they will just get ploughed over.
Trolleys. Sorry, I always find that hilarious. They're shopping carts.
Sorry. That's what you call them, isn't it? Shopping carts.
Shopping carts, yeah. I know it's dead lame, but it does work.
Do you have to insert dollar into shopping cart to move shopping cart?
Oh, you mean to actually get one out of the bracket? Not in all places. That is on occasion, but nearly every grocery store or department store you walk into, you do not have to do that.
Because in the UK until recently, you used to have to put £1 in the old trolley cart. Shopping cart.
Who's getting the money for that?
We used to get it back, didn't you? At the end, when you used to plug it back in, it used to give you your £1 back.
Oh, so yeah, okay. So it was like a deposit.
Yeah, but I don't know why he used to do it with the trolleys, because you've got shopping cart, right? I'm gonna have to drown that one into my head. Shopping carts, if you actually think about it, if you just went there to your local Walmart,
Mhm.
stole shopping cart after shopping cart after shopping cart, they're quite hefty in weight. I reckon you'd actually get a fair amount of scrap in them, more than $1's worth
Oh yeah. Oh
if you
yeah.
broke them down.
For sure. And that
So
happens all the time, man. They wander off the lot all the time.
that's my future plan. I'm gonna
Mhm.
do like a great British shopping cart heist.
I just figured out. Oh, Creator Spotlight Show says it's 25 cents at Aldi's. I just figured out why you're actually charged a pound and then you get it back. That is, if you leave it out in the lot, that pays for somebody to go out there and go get them all. So that's a pound for each one of the carts each time they're left out away from the lockup.
But they have staff to do that anyway.
Oh, I know, but that helps pay for that staff when they could be doing other things like stocking or you know,
Getting a
bagging
better
or
job.
something like that. Yeah, I never thought about that. One of
So
my
that's
first
just my
jobs.
little
Go ahead.
arrogant insider joke. Then you didn't even find funny.
Did I miss it?
Well, yeah, you said that, and I just slipped in and get a better job. And it was completely fabulous. But
That's
I'll
true.
be honest. But
That's
I'll be
true.
honest. No. Right. One thing I've learned in a recent day and age, especially as of recent, all these people aspiring to be rocket scientists, it's a fucking job at the end of the day. Be proud of yourself. You're doing something. You're contributing towards society. That's
right.
how I see it now. 10 years ago, I would have laughed at them like an arrogant. These days, you just got to respect, man, your workers. It ain't easy actually being a trolley pusher.
Nope.
You see the ones in the supermarkets do it around here, and they've got to push like 50 trolleys in a row, you know, and they've got to do that time and
Mhm.
time again. It ain't easy to control. They got to, and I don't know if you see them kind of become like wizards because they have to bend it around the car park so they don't hit cars and everything. It's kind of
Oh yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah, yeah. One of my first jobs was at a grocery store, and I had to go out and get carts every once in a while. I know of what you speak, my friend, but that is the high school type of position, I would think.
It's still a job. If it pays good money, imagine if you could take every dollar from every cart, then you'd be rich.
Well, I don't know about rich, but
If you got it on top of your normal wage,
yeah, yeah,
100 bucks a day for pushing carts would be quite good.
yeah, be very good, very good. Provided people didn't want their pound back
Or dollar in America.
or dollar, yes, or 25 cents, which is quarter dollar and not much to. I wouldn't push cart, a single cart for 25 cents.
So you have Aldi now in America, the pride of Germany.
Is it pride of Germany? I didn't know that it was.
Aldi is the pride of Germany.
Hmm. Yeah, we've had Aldi's in States for a long time.
Dirt cheap, quality stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say this actually, because I know you're going to have to bugger off because it's the time.
It is. Let her through.
Germans are actual pioneers. If you've ever been to their country, they are so much more technologically advanced than us. It's actually weird. It's like going to a more modern planet. I don't know whether us English are living in tradition or living in the past, but when I went there, I could not get over how advanced their stuff is.
Interesting.
Everything. They
Yeah.
even have more futuristic toilets.
That I've known, but I tell you what, their hotel beds suck.
Actually, I'm going to have to say I've never stayed in a German hotel.
I have. I've actually been there. I've been to the UK or to Britain, as a matter of fact.
Where did you come?
London. It was about 2003. We spent about 3 days over there.
She would have went there when it was actually still kind of nice.
Yeah, the one thing that blew me away in Europe was the amount of graffiti everywhere.
And incest.
Woo! Well.
Go England.
Didn't experience any of that, but so I'll take your word for it.
It's our country sport.
Country sport.
It's a pastimes shared down
Cricket,
from the royals.
cricket, royalty watching, and incest. That's awesome.
Oh, you don't want to watch cricket, mate. Oh my God. That is, I actually went to a cricket match. Oh, this was years ago, and I thought, oh, this is going to be awesome. You know, you're like home run and all of that stuff. No,
Yawn.
it is so boring. This dude throws a ball, and this dude barely bats it, and then you hear loads of clapping, like
All glove clapping.
Yeah, loads of posh twats clapping, and I'm standing there. What the
Posh
fuck's going on?
twats.
And this dude's just like skipping back and forth, and I still don't understand the fucking rules of cricket to this day. I don't know what's going on.
Well, that makes two of us.
Baseball's awesome. I was it on the panel I was talking to you about baseball the
Yeah.
other day with someone
Yeah,
else?
you
And
were.
you guys were saying it was boring, but to me, it's like you get every average, what do you call it in America, average Joes. You just see them going out there every shape and size. I think it's awesome. I would love to baseball.
Well, I
Is that how
didn't.
you say it?
Yeah, baseball. I didn't throw my 2 cents in there, and I was going to, but I was going to tell you that watching baseball on television is slower than in person. It's much more exciting in person. But I also have to agree with whoever said on the panel that it's much more fun to play than it is to watch.
Oh, it looks fun to watch though as well. I don't think I've ever played it. I just like it. For example, sometimes you see crowds randomly standing there, and all of a sudden this kid jumps up with his glove in anticipation, and he just catches his ball.
Oh yeah.
This ball's just nearly killed someone in the crowd.
Yep.
How awesome's that?
It is awesome. I've been to many, many baseball games in my day. In fact,
Right,
at one time I had all of the Cincinnati Reds signatures, and that included Johnny Bench and Pete Rose back in the 70s.
ain't got a clue who they are.
Oh well, they're Hall of Fame players. Well, I don't know
The
about Pete Rose just yet.
Only famous baseball player I know, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and that was Moonlight, right?
And that's how English I am. I just
Yeah.
haven't got a clue. But no,
Well, I bet if you picked up or if you looked online for famous baseball players, you would recognize some names. You know Babe Ruth, don't you?
I've heard of Beirut.
Yeah.
I also
How about Lou Gehrig?
Hang on. New York Yankees.
Mm-hmm. Joe
Yes,
DiMaggio.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Catfish Hunter.
Right. Okay. New.
I'm dead serious.
I'm gonna have to Google these after now because it would be interesting to know the fastest bowl, for example. That must be in the 100 and something.
Yeah, I don't really know myself. I know somebody was burning like a 98 miles an hour, and that was considered good. But I don't know what the record is. That would be interesting to find out.
And a record bat.
Record bat?
I wonder if anyone's ever actually batted it out of the arena, like over.
Oh, you mean over the stands?
Yeah.
Well, that would depend on the venue because they're all different. Some have hardly anything on the end of the outfield. Others,
huge.
yeah, others have huge lawn areas and whatnot where it'd be nearly impossible. But
and you have those people walk along with their little trays and they're going, hot dogs, get your hot dogs.
Oh yeah, oh Bip, go Bip.
We don't get that over here.
Oh, you don't?
No, it's just a person walking past going, incest anyone? It's just no hot dogs, no nothing.
There is nothing like a hot dog at a ballpark, man. It may cost you $7, but it's one of the best hot dogs ever.
$7 for a hot dog.
Yeah, I don't know how much they are. It's been a long time, but
that is expensive.
Yes, but it's
and they legitimately have that organ playing, didn't they? I've always wanted to hear that.
Oh yeah, well, it's recorded now, but yeah, they used to actually have live organists. Or is that right, organists?
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually really annoying. If I thought there would be a legitimate organ player.
No. If you want to see those, some hockey arenas still have organ players.
I'll tell you what, that's another thing I love watching. But I don't often get to watch it over here. But I don't watch the hockey for the hockey.
You watch the fights, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. I
love it. And they're beating the crap out of each other. Then they get sent into cool down, and they're just sitting next to each other, and then they're sent back out. That is hockey is solely about the fighting for me. I'm sorry, but it's how two people can stand there exchanging fists on ice is absolutely magical.
It is. Well, the old what is that old joke? I went to see my favorite hockey team play, and a game broke out.
Yeah, sounds about right. Actually, sounds about right. Believe it or not, in the UK we have hockey as well.
Do you? I didn't even know that.
we have an ice hockey team, well, near me, 30, 40 miles away. And I've gone and seen them a few times. Things I did learn from watching hockey in real life, them pucks would not want one of them to hit me.
No.
And the weirdest thing I've ever seen is they sliced the puck somehow and it just went straight up and flew and stuck into the ceiling. To this day, it's probably still stuck in the ceiling. Them pucks are like firearms, mate. They're
Yes.
oh yeah.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah. I've seen the glass. I've seen a puck take out a glass and shatter it.
Oh, yeah.
Shattered it completely. One thing that I don't think I could personally play though, because I would be in constant fear. One, like for example, I don't know what you'd call them on an ice hockey rink. The goalkeepers.
That's exactly what you call them.
They've got balls
Goalies.
to stand there with them pucks being projected at you like that. Not all the time. Sometimes they're just through the legs and gentle trick shots, but sometimes they go at such velocity. No, I'm all right. I'd rather just not have a brick come towards me at 1,000 miles an hour.
Well, you really want to see some action. Go look at some of the vintage tapes of goalies. Nowadays, they're wearing what's the equivalent of a king size bed mattress all over them. But the old guys, man, the ones that were missing all their teeth at the end of their career, those are the guys who had big cojones playing.
I'm gonna have to find. There is a picture of someone online, and he was ex goalkeeper for hockey. I'll have to find it. I've seen a photo of him, and he did it before the masks, and his face literally looks like somebody's just made love to it with a frying pan for half an hour and just bashed him constantly. He's just got scars all over his face. Sorry, weird terminology. I don't think you've ever heard then, no.
Well, it's the picture you painted.
Well, yeah, his face is mangled. But
Oh yeah.
he's happy enough. It's just absolute Goldberg. Who's put Goldberg?
Goldberg.
What? Bill
Was the next-
Goldberg?
Yeah.
Goldberg is in the WWE Goldberg.
Yeah.
Wrestler Goldberg.
Yeah.
You actually kind of look like Goldberg as well.
I do.
Yeah. That's a compliment. He's one of my favourite wrestlers of all time.
Oh, I'll take it as a compliment.
It's better than you taking the piss out of my accent, you racist.
You're welcome.
That's all right. So, I never knew that. Drones, Drone, are you on about Goldberg?
Yeah.
Like wrestler Goldberg?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is so cool. I never knew that. I got to witness him at WCW Nitro 2001 when they were at London Arena, and I watched him do the jackhammer, and it was one of the greatest moments of my life.
Wow.
I absolutely loved wrestling as a kid.
I never was a fan. Well, I shouldn't say that because I used to wrestle.
You used to wrestle?
Well, yeah, but it was more the Roman Greco style, not the professional wrestling.
Like, I've seen what you guys do in your leotards.
Yeah, they were tards.
I don't say that mockingly, but like you do it at college and all of that, didn't you? All of that really tight grappling stuff. That's kind of wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. That actually looks kind of nasty.
It can get nasty. I mean, there are some techniques that you do not want to have inflicted upon you.
A lot of from what I've seen, it looks like there's a lot of groundwork. You have a lot of low sweeps and stuff, and I do like, from what I've seen of it, the sportsmanship after. I have seen handshakes and all of that, and I think once you've just beaten the shit out of each other, to shake somebody's hand and walk the other way is very respectful.
Oh yeah,
albeit crazy.
Well, not only that, but you also you thank the coach, the opposing coach.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah. It's
go
very
from a
gentlemanly.
distance.
I would think.
No,
that,
just from a distance, you just go twat and run. Remember.
Yeah, but you're going to see him later on in the season.
No, you won't. Because you do it again from behind the door, didn't you? Just find that little opening. Just twat, run. Anyway, you need to bug off. It's 1:15. I don't want to hold you up.
All right, cool, man. You're right. I do. Actually, I have a meeting in the morning. So, dude, sorry about your accent, but thanks for coming on.
Oh, don't apologise to me about my accent. I should apologise to every other fucker listening to it. Here, Governor, would you like some tea? Would you like your chimney swept, Governor? Oh, dear.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, dude. Again, thanks for coming on. And
Thanks for putting up with me.
always a pleasure, man. You know that. I enjoy
it's
your.
a pleasure.
I actually enjoy your company. You know that.
I find you somewhat of a burden.
You're not the first. Step in line.
Step in line, boy. Right. God bless you. Thank you so much for having me up.
You bet, bud. You take care now.
And if I could just leave it on a high note, eat your vegetables, and Jesus loves you.
Ah, thank you for that, bud. I did go over. And a whole bunch of people I didn't get to say hello to, which I will do so before I call it a night here. Let's see. We've got Luke Duke. How you doing, man? Fellow Hoosier. Outdoor Nomad. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Who else have we got that I might have missed? Tham's World. How you doing? Tham's World came up with a good one. He actually fixed the joke. He said, I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. Thanks, Tham. Appreciate that. You're absolutely right. JD Tremaine, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Ed, flashing your pan. How you doing, buddy? Always a pleasure having Gaffa Haynes. Always good to see you as well. Trusted Texan. I haven't been watching your streams lately because of how busy I've been, but always love your titles. Thanks, bud. I appreciate that. Or thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Guys, thanks for being. Oh, Rancher Growing. How you doing, Claire? Always good to see you. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I try to, because it's so wonderful having all you folks in here watching these shows. Tomorrow night. Oh, guys, this was a suggestion by M Living Art, and it is what do you want to achieve in your life? If you had to choose one thing, what would it be? What would you like to achieve? I want to hear from you guys. That one thing, I mean, we've had discussions about bucket lists before. Always a great discussion. I think everyone should have a bucket list. I don't care how old you are or young. Get a bucket list. Do those things. If you write them down, it makes you, or it almost forces you. Your subconscious rolls around for a while, and you will end up accomplishing those things. But tomorrow night, I want to know, what is that thing that you really want to accomplish during this short time we all have on this ball that we call Earth? And of course, don't miss my special Wednesday night, which is going to be a tribute, and I want to hear your thoughts on 9/11. And of course, it is going to be the anniversary of 9/11. That should be a nice show to remember. Talk about where you were, what you thought of it, how your thoughts on the aftermath, how the world had changed afterwards. I want to hear all that on Wednesday as well. So, guys, thanks again for being here. Thanks to all three of my guests. Appreciate, as always. Thanks to all of you in the chat. I do want to hear your thoughts, Ed. Absolutely, bud. I mean, we don't have to get real deep or angry. I just, it's something that we should visit on a regular basis. No better time than the anniversary, but I do want to hear your thoughts on it. We can do so without expressing too much of our anger, I think. It'd be a heavy show. It'll be a somber show, but I'm looking forward to it. And again, thanks to my Subscribe Star patrons. I can't tell you how much that means to me. And I've actually had some donations as well. And it really means a lot, folks. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So listen, having said that, tonight's in the books. Make sure you treat others the way you would want to be treated. If we all did that, this world would be a great place. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you live.